Hi, I'm Omar Gallaga with the Austin American-Statesman, and I'm joined here by two of my colleagues to talk about the best video games of the year.
I'm Joe Stafford, and my favorite game this year was Tabula Rasa, which was released by an Austin studio, NCSoft, and it's one of the few MMO, massive multiplayer games that came out this year, and I really thought it was a fantastic game. It's in a sci-fi setting. It's a beautiful game, and it's from Richard Garriott, who's one of the founding fathers of the whole genre of online gaming, and I thought his touches, one of them is the sort of the secret language of the game, was very good. Anyway, I think it's a great game. I'm a little bit out on a limb, so from some of the online reviews I've seen, not everybody agrees with me, but I thought it was a great game, and I think it's going to give months and months of great gaming for a lot of people, so that's my favorite this year.
You had a couple runners-up. What were some of the other games you really liked?
Well, I also liked, which I'm just playing now, Crysis, which is a brand new game from the makers of Far Cry, and it's a fantastic game. Absolutely has the best level of any game I've ever played. As far as it's an anti-gravity, science fiction-y, strange realm that I've never seen anything like it. It really shows what you can do when you just sort of accept the fact that games can break all the barriers and don't have to have gravity and don't have to follow the rules of real life. It's a fantastic game.
I'm Dale Rowe. My game of the year was Super Mario Galaxy for the Nintendo Wii. I cut my teeth on the original Super Mario Brothers in the arcade. You'd go through a world, you'd defeat a boss, you'd go to the next world. This game copies that formula exactly, but it's such a change because this time, for instance, he's actually going from world to world. He's flung through space to different planets through a galaxy. And the first levels are kind of slow. Mario actually walks around these planets, and when he's on the bottom of the planet and he jumps off the bottom of the planet and lands. So gravity is upside down in a lot of these worlds. You have to go walk off a ledge when you're upside down to fall up to the next level. It's really fun. It's addictive. It starts out slow and easy, and as it trains you to use these tools, it gets harder as you go through. It's a lot of fun. Some of my runner-up games, I guess for the Nintendo DS, I liked the Phantom Hourglass, Legend of Zelda game, and what I liked about that is that it really exploits the controls of the Wii. Of the DS. You actually use the stylus to control everything. You don't push any buttons on this game. And one of the complaints about the Wii, the games coming out for that, are that they don't exploit the controls of that system. These DS games are great. These game designers really have it down.
Well, my game of the year was BioShock, which I know Joe and I spent a lot of time with. It came out early enough in the holiday season that I really was able to spend a lot of time with it. It was one of the few games I was able to finish all the way through, and it's just a beautiful game. It's got a great motif. It's just got a great look to it. It takes place in an undersea world called Rapture, which is just it uses the Unreal technology, the Unreal graphics engine, and just looks amazing. It looks very convincing. All the water effects are spectacular. And I've heard some complaints about that there's not enough variety in the levels, that there's not enough variety in the enemies. That really didn't matter to me. I was really caught up in the story. I was really caught up in the narration and all of the little audio clues you get along the way. To me, it was just a really immersive experience. It was a really great way of storytelling, and it just really stood out to me in a year full of really good games. BioShock to me was the best gaming experience I had. I don't know if it was the best game of the year, but for me it was the best personal experience I had playing anything this year. Both my brother and I really got into it and would compare notes about it, and there's so many ways to play the game and to use the weapons and the plasmids that you really have a lot of variety in just how you approach the game. Some of my runners-up were Rock Band, which is getting a lot of attention now. It's hard to find in stores, which to me kind of took Guitar Hero to the next level. You had a drum kit and vocals, and it really is, up to now, the ultimate party game. I can't think of anybody that wouldn't have a good time with friends, picking up Rock Band, putting on some instruments, and playing a really good song list in the game. My other game of the year was The Orange Box, which I know was also on Joe's list. Great PC game, pretty good on Xbox 360, not quite as good as the PC version, but you've got 5 games, all of the Half-Life 2 games, you've got Portal and Team Fortress 2, just a great bundle of games. Portal itself is just amazing, just a really short, small gem of a game, and then Team Fortress 2 is just one of the best online fighting games I've played. I mean, just a really good shooter that kind of is done in the style of The Incredibles, the Pixar movie, and convincingly does that in real time. It's a really, really great game. Well, thanks guys for your time and for your picks for the holiday games of the year. I hope all of you have a good holiday season and get to play a lot of stuff in your time off.
Good gaming.
Good gaming, guys.